And this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback.
And right away, he lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. That's taken on the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
First down, Howell to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. We always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together, but to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
This now a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jaron Reed. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now Howell. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Powell out of the shotgun. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Now he'll look to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. McCullough. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They juked him. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1, it's 9-0. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun on 3rd down. McCullough. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Off play action. It's Howell. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Branch. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And Howell will throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Branch, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Howell from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, McCollum setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. To throw on 2nd down, McCollum. This is Fant on the short completion. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He completes this to Walker. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10. Howell now to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Bates. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Commanders' first down.
On first down, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On second down now, Branch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 96 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down, Howell back to pass. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Howell throwing on third down here. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
And once more, Howell back to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Howell, another throw on second down. Out left to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 27 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down. McCullough. DK Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 60 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jahan Dotson and the Commanders set to take over. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Second down, Howell now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down, those guys are called the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he'll get this up near midfield, but then still a few yards shy of the first down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Howell going to go for it. Steps away, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, will get the football back in outstanding field position. Walker now on first and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Off the play fake. McCullough. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Third and 7.
back to throw. McCullough. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Deron Payne able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, McCullough. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Deron Payne able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Looking to throw on second down. McCullough. He hits his target, Lockett. And now time will be called here as Washington. Player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On third down, here's Walker. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
7-yard gain. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They run again with Walker. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
A loss of a yard.
To throw on second down. McCullough. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3.
Looking to throw. McCullough. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The tackle by Garrett Cole. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets this up past the 30.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Quick slant, Dotson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, Branch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 120 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Let's go now.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And this is caught. It's Brown. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 15. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Commanders 29, Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. On 3rd and 2, McCullough. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Fielded at the 20. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long.